Hey, this is Uncle Mark. I'm in the office with a 3-string cigar box guitar. Yeah. 3-string cigar box guitar. This is part 2 of our jazz lesson, jazz comping is what it's called. And we're working with a 2-5-1-6. But right now I just want to do some 2-5-1 stuff, and I'll show you what I do. I'm going to start my looper and just put in a loop, so I'm just going to play this. And remember, it's D7, G, and C minor 7. So we're on D7, the 2 chord, G, the 5 chord, C major 7, the 1 chord. Okay, now I've got my looper running. So where do I start? Okay. Your chord operates like so, D or D. So here or here or here. Work those first and see how they sound. So we're going to play on this C note, D. That's an A and that's a D. So we'll just pick this one out, see how it works. Okay, so we know those 2 notes work. So that gets us through the D7. This note will get us through the G. And then we need a note to go with this C major. How about that one? So C, E, or D, B, and just work those 3 notes. This is how I start soloing. Okay, I really like this note to end on, because when we get to that C major 7, I like that note. So we're playing here with our hand in this position. So our first finger is on the 1, 2, 3, 4th fret, right? What about that note and that note? Let's give it a try. So we're going to start here. Well, they work nicely. These notes. Okay, if you notice, my hand is totally in this shape and in this position. Okay, that's really important. And I just remember my first finger is between these 2 dots here. Okay, that's what I try to remember. So what other notes can we get out of this? How about we slide up here to E? Slide down from here, just because I know these dots here tell me where I can go, and then I'm back to here. I slide up to catch that E, come back down, slide down to get that A, and slide up. Okay, so here we are again. This note here, but this note is the same as this one, right? Right, same note. Here I am. I'm up here now. first finger is in this dot here, all of my notes exist. And so what I'm going to do is just try to find ones that sound good. So I'll start right here on the E. They all sound good. Notice that note sounded very sour. It's because it doesn't belong in the run. But by playing a lot of notes real fast, it makes it happen. It makes that note work. But you can't just hit it by itself. So if that works because I'm landing here, but if I hit that note, it's kind of sour to my ear. Remember, it's your ear that it's got to be sour to, not mine. It sounds sour to me, so I'm going to avoid it. So I'm just going to avoid that note right there. And what we're talking about is E, F, F sharp, G, right? And that's B, C, C sharp, D, okay? And our hand is right here, and that dot right there. So here we go. So what I just did there was slide out of position into position. You don't have to land on the note to get it. You can bend up to it, right? You can bend up to it. You can slide into it, or big slide, or bigger slide, or big slide. So you can and we know these notes work because this works, right? So I just switched positions from here to this dot to between those dots. Okay? That's the key to soloing like this, and that's what I do all the time. I switch from here to here. Watch my hand. I'm going to go from this G down to here, then shift my whole hand. Combinations are endless. They're totally endless, and you can mess around with this all you want. So let's do one with the 6 chord in it. So this will be a 2, 5, 1, 6. So it'll be the D7, the G, the C major 7, and the A minor. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and we're gonna do the same soloing. I'm just gonna do it on a loop right now. 1, 2, G, 1, 2, 3, C major, 5, 2, 3, A minor 7, or A minor. There's my loop. Wait till it comes around to the A minor. There we go, we're going to start in the G. to spice up your soloing a little bit, it's fun to throw a trick in every once in a while. Octaves are a great trick. We know this note works, we know this note works. We know this note works, 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 and that note works. That'll work with octaves. And you notice I'm just playing my octaves. B, C, D, E, F, and G. I can put an A in there if I want to. So. My C works because I got a C down here. There's a D, E, D, C. The beautiful thing about sliding around is if you come down, if you're sliding around and you hit sour notes, they don't sound so sour. Just move up a half step or a semitone or one fret. Okay? A couple of $5 words here. A half step is a one fret. A whole step is 2 frets. A semitone is a half step. A full tone is a whole step or 2 frets. Big $5 words. So now you can fool around with your comping. You can play around with this jazz stuff. You can make it all cool with lots of distortion and things. I've got a little modeling amp here and I'm playing around with this. I'll give it some phaser. You know, you can fool around with this any way you want and play with it. It's like a new toy. And I suggest you fool around with it. Also, play with soloing around, okay? I teach my students here that I teach, you know, go from G to G. Go from D to D. Be able to make that, okay? Go from G to F. Go from G to D. Go from G to G. Be able to move up and down the neck really quickly, and that'll give you a lot of ideas on where to go and how to play with all your soloing and learning your comping and all of this stuff too. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. I do have a PayPal link down below. It's for donations to the new mothership and to Uncle Mark here and Cigar Box Guitar stuff. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for your donations. It's a paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And thank you for sharing on social media. Thank you for sharing and just getting the word out. We have lots, 5,600 subscribers now. I'm hoping for 10,000 by the end of the year. It's a big ask, but that's what I'm hoping for. So thank you for everything, and I'll leave some notes down in the show notes down below, and just to keep you up. And thanks a lot. And like I said, if you need more jazz information, there are better channels than this. This is just what I can give you. So thank you so much for everything. Bye.